some point I'm gonna be recognized for my hair more than anything. I was like, holy shit, it's so fucking bad, but it's fine. I really don't care. Today I'm gonna try to record this with my headphones on because I don't, whatever. I just don't care. I was thinking about health. Actually, I wasn't thinking. I want to talk about health today. I want to do a video on what does being healthy mean. Because if you know, people just categorize foods as healthy or not healthy. It's like, okay, this is healthy. Let it be vegetable. Let's say vegetables are healthy, and then they'll have processed foods and be like, these are not healthy. But think about it. Does what what things what does make a food healthy or unhealthy? In my opinion, it's extremely subjective. For example, for someone like me who's overweight, I'm 89 kilos right now. Used to be 110, but I've lost my weight to 89, aiming to go 70, so 20 more kilos to go. But I have, say, 89 kilos right now, losing weight. For me, anything healthy is anything that is low in calorie density and is very high volume and very satiating. Something like this. These are soya chunks. It's made out of something called soy. Extremely high in protein. Extremely high in protein. It's 53 grams of protein per kilo of body weight. Fun fact is that apparently people say it has isoflavones and estrogen, which it doesn't have estrogen. It has progesterone, and people say that it will make you grow mantids. Although I haven't yet grown mantids. These are just my upper chest. Totally banging. But anyway, so people say that eating this too much will have you grow tits and it'll increase your estrogen. But the thing is, I have been eating it for the past 2 years. More, I have stopped counting now. 100 grams of soya chunks every day I've eaten for the past 2 years. Except I took a 3 month gap. I tested my hormones, got off soya, then tested my hormones again, and there was practically no difference. So then I concluded that it does not really harm my health as much. So then I just continued eating it. I don't have mantids, at least not now. And I have been eating it for 2 years, so I don't think I'm going to get them just because of eating that. Although, because I'm fat, I have very high estrogen. That I do not deny. But that is probably because I'm overweight and I was obese. Was I obese? I think I was technically under the term obesity in terms of BMI. I just wasn't very wide. I had a lot of face fat. A lot of face fat. Not anymore though. Not anymore. But anyway, so talking about health, what is health? At the end of the day, I think that if you have your lipid profile in check, if you have good hormonal balance, and if you not very fat, and just in general fit, I think that's what healthy is. However, the body positive movement will say that health is there at every size and fat does not make you unhealthy. But I choose to disagree with them. I say that being overweight, being obese, it causes a lot of diseases, no matter what you say. I'm not talking about does it look good, does it look bad. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Although pretty privilege exists and all that, but that's for another video. What I'm saying is being fat, being overweight will make you unhealthy no matter what. For example, if you're too fat, even if you have too much muscle, even if you have like sebum levels of muscle and you're like 100, 110 kilos, say 5-10% body fat, 110 kilos, which is about 240 pounds, I guess, a little bit more or less. I don't know, like whatever, just 225, 250 pounds around. Say if you're 250 pounds, your heart, which was the same size, which is going to remain the same size. I'm talking about people who are natural, by the way. Although it's impossible to be 250 pounds and 6% body fat without being enhanced, but whatever, for the sake of discussion, let's just say that it's natural. Your heart is the same size. Now it has to pump blood to more cells than otherwise. So if you're fat, obese, whatever, it just needs extremely more effort and it needs to be way stronger, and consequently it won't run for as long. For example, if you have an engine that's running at 9000 rpm for a period of 5 years will not last as long as an engine that's been running at 1000 rpm for the last 5 years or 1500 rpm, whatever. So just because of the fact that that engine has been running at 9,000, which is what, three times, no, to six times more than 1500 RPM. It has already completed six times more revolutions than the 1500 engine. So obviously, the engine running at 9,000 will not last as much. Same way, if your heart is beating that much, it has to serve that many cells in your body. It won't last as long. And so, being overweight is never going to help you. And also, it's not just that. Even being underweight is not good. I think there is a minimum amount of fat that's required in your body, probably 10-12% body fat you need to survive. I mean, that's the consensus right now, that you need 10-12% to live a healthy life, to have your hormones in check, because the moment you wander that, you start feeling sadness, tiredness, etc., etc., etc. Not a very healthy setting. So it does make sense that I think that's the ideal. 10 to 15%, depending on where your body is naturally fit, is ideal. Some people have very high metabolism, resting metabolic rate, and they're naturally at less than 10%. I have a friend who's like probably 10%, 9% body fat without too much of a strain on his diet or his mental health, which is good for him. Point being, for the average person, being 10 to 15% body fat, and for girls, I don't know the statistic because obviously I haven't researched it enough. I just know it for guys. So 10 to 15% for guys is, I think, the ideal spot. And so then for me, that is health. Anything that takes you towards there is healthy for you, and anything that takes you away is unhealthy for you. But the caveat is, I think clean foods are healthy. And what are clean food? Clean foods are foods that have less amount of ingredients and more natural, just natural foods, like not chemicals, not extremely processed foods. Things like Lay's will say, if you are a person who has extremely high metabolism, you need insane amounts of calories to survive or to gain weight. So you think that, okay, dude, if I eat this Lay's ka packet, it'll have a lot of calories and then that'll make me gain weight, which is a fair assumption, but it is extremely processed and it has a lot of bullshit that you don't actually need. So is it really healthy? No, I don't think so. I think picking foods that are not too processed is the way for health in general. But at the end of the day, this comes out to calories in versus calories out. As long as you are within 10 to 12% body fat, have a decent amount of lean mass, and you're fit enough to have decent stamina and move around properly without any issues, I think that's enough to be healthy. Now, going over the fact that some people who get on this line probably don't want to just be healthy, they want to be more than healthy. So they want muscle and they want to look good, or they want to be jacked, whatever, which makes sense. Even I want to be jacked at some point. I'm not really jacked right now, but yeah, at some point I want to. For example, right now I eat in accordance to that. So I have my soya, which is literally 53% protein. 100 grams of this, and it's 53 grams of protein. That's mad. Then for my vitamins, I have multivitamin. Then I have fish oil, as you can see here. Then I have creatine on the side, although I haven't started using it. What I plan on doing with this is, once I lose my weight, once I go down to 70-75 kilos over a period of 6 months, I'll start having this. And this is just the motivation that I have to lose weight to start this. And I really want to start on creatine because I'm vegetarian and I don't eat meat. So naturally, my body is lacking in any form of creatine. Although what I do is take it out, smell it, and it's so good. Like, it fills me with motivation. It's insane. I love this thing, even though I've never used it. Very good. And obviously, as you can tell, I'm not sponsored by Muscle Blaze, dude. I have like 10 viewers. Why would they sponsor me? They won't. So you can take my word that I'm not actually sponsored for sure. But anyway, yeah, that's it. And one more thing is that when you say healthy, when people say, okay, let's think about this. What makes vegetables healthy? Your parents would definitely tell you the vitamins and the minerals that vegetables and fruits have will make you healthy, and the fruit sugar that fruit has will make it healthy. But that's not the case. I think vegetables and fruits and stuff are healthy because the only reason they are healthy is because they're low calorie dense. Their caloric density is very low and they're very satiating. Minerals and vitamins, I don't think make it, because you can have a multivitamin to fill your daily micronutrient needs. You don't actually need to fuss over the vitamins and minerals in fruits. I am a person who eats the same thing every day. Like, I have a diet, like a list of foods that I eat, which I'll discuss sometime later. But these five, three, four things I eat every day, and that's what I've been eating for a very long time. I don't need outside that unless I'm going out to eat with friends, which is a different case. Even yesterday, because I had to go out with friends, I just ate my soya, just this much, like not this much. It's about this much. I'm almost finished with this. I ate that much. Went out. The entire day I didn't eat anything. I just ate that soya. Had my multivitamin and my omega 3. And till night, till like 10, 8, 9 o'clock, I didn't eat anything. Then I ate outside. Then I checked my weight in the morning, and it was, I think, at maintenance, so I didn't really gain fat or lose anything. I just maintained, and that's good enough for me. I mean, obviously, I didn't exactly maintain, but you get the point. So, at the end of the day, calories in versus calories out worked for me. I just took nothing in before eating outside, and when I went outside, I ate a lot. Not technically, I just ate one burger and one starter, like an appetizer. But for a person like me, yeah, that's a lot. And so my point is that in accordance to calories in versus calories out, and fixing what you eat based on that, then not fussing over micronutrients which you can have on the side in terms of pills, is, I think, a very healthy approach. And sure, you're going to get the vitamins and minerals from the fruits and vegetables that you have, which is very important. I also eat fruits and vegetables, but I eat them because of their calorie. They are not very dense in calories and they are very satiating. But I ignore the nutrients that they have. I don't count the vitamins and minerals because I have the multivitamin for that. And the multivitamin that I have for that, it covers the 100% regulated allowance, regulated dietary allowance, RDA. And so it just fulfills my needs. And I have two pills because it's meant for 65 kilos and I'm like 80, so like a little bit more, yeah, whatever. And so yeah, I think that right now has worked out very well for me, except my hair. My hair health is abysmal, but that's a story for another time. So I'll see you guys later.